All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Thursday, June 24th. That's right, folks, just one more day to go until the weekend. And we did have a tasting scheduled for tonight. However, we had to cancel that with Bruce Nyers. And tomorrow night, we do have a Domaine Weinbach event. These are 4 of the wines that we'll be taking down. We also have 8 bottles from the 2008 vintage. A little more attractively priced because the euro and dollar thing now. The dollar's making quite a bit of a comeback. But these are some of the greatest wines of Alsace. They only get a few cases of each of these wines in the market a year. And we're going to be trying some of the top wines from this producer. Several of the wines in the $100, $50 to $100 per bottle price range. So this is going to be quite an experience tomorrow night. We still have quite a bit of space left for those of you thinking about a great white wine drinking experience tomorrow night in the store. Don't miss out on that Domaine Weinbach. All right, what did I have to drink yesterday? Well, yesterday was a pretty busy day in the store. I have to say, people are back on the ball here. We had one of my favorite suppliers in first, Liz Schlusmeyer-Sedia, in with the Southeast Regional Manager for Bouchain Winery, Barbara, one of the top wineries from Carneros, and this property was owned by Nestle until it was bought by DuPont in the early 80s, and so money has never been an issue here. Great vineyard sites in the Carneros. The Chardonnay here, very Burgundian in style, really nice, and a great value, $22.50 for this 2007 Bouchain Carneros Chardonnay. Really nice, like I said, Burgundian in style. It has that typical California fruit, but still great acidity and great balance to this wine with just the right touch of toasty oak spice. The Pinot Noir, well, the best wine in the lineup to me was the 2007 Pinot, and the Four Seasons Hotels picked this up by the glass in all of their hotels worldwide, so a great accomplishment there. And 07, it's no mystery, this is a very good vintage for California for pretty much every varietal, and 07 Pinots have been outstanding. The 06 Estate, maybe a touch more concentrated, but to me not as good. The 07 Carneros was a little more balanced and had every bit as much length on the finish, but the Estate Pinot, very nice, and at a reduced price. Normally this wine is over $40 a bottle. We have a great price on this at $32.75. Okay, and then the Syrah. Syrah has been kind of a, it's been kind of a tough sell in California. And unfortunately, well, fortunately, the prices have come down. So a lot of people were trying to sell $50, $60, $70 Syrahs. They really were $20, $30 wines. And this Syrah, a nice little value at $21.75, showing some nice smoky, meaty notes to it. Black plum, black cherry fruit. Kind of a cross between a Northern Rhone and a California-style wine. Nice forward fruit, but still good savoriness on the end. Good balance with this wine, and still lots of richness for you Syrah drinkers. That's one of the things people like about Syrah, that deep, dark, intense, rich fruit. Okay, and then the Chardonnay Bouche d'Or. I love dessert wines. It's no secret. You walk into the store here, we probably have more dessert wines than we'll ever sell. But to me, they last forever, so not a bad investment. And the dessert wine from them is outstanding. $30 for 500 ml is not overly expensive, but when you get into the cost of producing dessert wine, you get about a quarter of the production of regular wines if you're making high quality dessert wines. So very, very costly. A really nice little wine, apricots, peaches, and this lovely honey character, and wonderful acidity, one of the hallmarks of great dessert wine. And in a 500 ml, so $30, you get a little bit more wine for your money if you were thinking half bottle. Okay, and then up we had a producer from from the Loire Valley, and produced a variety of different wines. Sauvion is the producer's name. We actually had one of the sons in, the young gentleman, the enologist, making some very nice wines and very good value. Something great for the summertime here. Wines that we can sell at around $10 a bottle that offer distinction and character. Well, the Sancerre and the Puy Fumé were a little more than that. They were around $20 a bottle. Check those out on the email, the reviews. And then Jeff stopped by with some other light whites for summertime. Nice Cortese from Pio Cesare, Jermann Pinot Grigio, one of the top producers from northern Italy, from Venezia Giulia, and then a little bit Chateau De Pez 07. This 07 vintage from Bordeaux, really nice and drinking nice. This is a good wine, but we're going to have to come down the price on these 07s if we're going to sell them. I mean, I can sell you a Spirit de Chevalier 2000 for $30, and they want it, you know, I'd have to list this wine at $47, $45. So a little bit hefty for an 07 vintage Bordeaux. Okay, and then Quercia Chianti 2007, another great vintage in Tuscany. That wine was excellent. Marquez de Murrieta Rioja Reserva, an excellent wine from a great vintage in Rioja 2005. And then we had the owner of Kumeu River, one of the four sons that's now operating the winery, this small family-owned winery, one of the top Chardonnay producers in New Zealand. I know New Zealand has become known for Sauvion Blancs, but their Chardonnay, outstanding. And this wine has come down in value. It's under $30 a bottle for their estate Chardonnay. Very Burgundian, very Meursault-like I thought this wine was. Very well balanced. Definitely the best Chardonnay coming out of New Zealand today. And the other wines, the Pinot Gris and the Sauvion Blanc, also very good from Kumeu River. The Sauvion Blanc, the only wine that's not from the estate vineyards up in Kumeu, that's actually sourced from Marlborough, which where a lot of the good Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand is from. And man, that was a pretty full day. If you want to check out the reviews, I think we got over 20 wines we reviewed yesterday. And then, of course, you know there's going to be wine with dinner. Went over to Dad's house, and I forgot my bottle. So we had a few things from his cellar, the John Porter wine from New Zealand. Speaking of New Zealand, this is a small property. An attorney owns this. They make just a few hundred cases. The 04 vintage, drinking beautiful now. Very Burgundian in nature. Lovely, exotic, all spice to this wine. Red cherry fruit, soft, velvety tannins, and bright acidity. Drinking very nice. And, well, I guess I should have mentioned the Riesling first from Gladstone. This wine, very good. Just a little bit of that petroliness that you get from Riesling. This is from the Waipawa region of the South Island from Gladstone Winery, and a beautiful wine, and like I said, textbook Riesling. That's what I had to drink last night. All right, check out all the new releases from Bordeaux 2009. The Angelus popped up today, which I'm telling you, man, you should be shopping for older vintage Bordeaux's. I can sell you this Magnum of 04 Angelus for the same price they want for the futures of the 09 Angelus. Check it out on today's email. I'm your host, Andrew Lampazone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.